everyone. I hope that you're safe and well and inside. Haven't we got a fantastic show for you today? Sit back and enjoy this one. Well, I thought firstly we'd check in with Colin, as we haven't seen him for a very long time, and I think people are starting to actually forget about him and who he is, because I'm getting noticed way more than he is. So let's check in and see what Colin's up to.
How come you're getting noticed more than me? But I did hear a rumour that you got accosted in the street the other day. Yeah, anyway, I had to police the show because you've actually been, you and Joff, the editor, have been rather cruel, I would suggest, over the last few weeks. And I'm not happy about some of the content you've been putting out. So I will be watching you like a hawk or like a pig.
Oh my God.
It's because I'm self-isolating, not self-isolating because I'm feeling fine, but he's my only friend at the moment.
Okay, so yeah, what the hell is going on? Why is Colin playing around? Why is a fully grown man playing around with this toy pig? Colin, why are you playing around with this toy pig? What is going on? Yeah. Anyway, okay, well, he can play around with his toy pig. At least my goat responds better than that, though. Check this out. Joff, have you got this? Yeah, you're all good? What do you mean you're not playing it now? Colin is talking to a pig and it's not making any sense whatsoever. Isn't it? Hey, so what are you saying? What do we think of that toy pig? Yeah, he's a bit of an idiot, isn't he? So on the animal subject, check out this picky of a cute doggo, Barnaby, and here's another one of his human, which is Lee Donaldson, of him at South Carolina at Cogstill HQ. So thank you for those photos, they look amazing. We also have one to show you. This is Paul, who a lot of you may know on Instagram as Chip of the Week. He is also an operations manager at the Machining Centre, and through his love of Insta Machinist community, he has also created Chip of the Month. So go and check out them pages, but cute doggo picky too on this one. But I have got to say who the winner is. Colin, you haven't seen any of the pictures, have you? You haven't seen any of the selfies that have been going out, although you should have, because you should be watching our social show religiously every single week, right?
Wow. But no, the pictures are fantastic. You're in trouble.
I don't know. Anyway, I've got to say who the best... Come on then, Colin. Drum roll, please. No. The winner for this competition is Mark Engineering on Instagram. I am digging this kitty picture, so well done, Mark. A goodie bag will be on its way to you once I am back in the office full time. So I love all of your animal selfies and pickies, so I would love to keep this theme going, so keep sending them my way. I would love to see all your fur baby pictures. So this week on Gina Asks, I'm asking, Colin, actually, you can announce this one. What am I asking this week? You sent it to me this morning.
Gina, you know what? Being the consummate professional that I am, I've got no idea.
Wow. This is what I mean. Like, is Colin really the heartbeat of this show? What is he doing? He's not needed anymore. Even this Colin on a stick is better than you are. So I'm asking this week, what is EDM Sync? Over to Colin, who breaks this down in under a minute.
EDM Sync. Here, the machine has electric current running through it, through the electrode, down to the component, creating a spark and eroding it. Why would you use it? Very, very tough materials. It can create a really, really fine finish, but also very, very complex components, such as this piece here. Also, you can see very, very sharp edges and, as I said, very complex components, such as this.
Okay, so there you go. EDM Sync is all about creating complex components, and I would love to see what you people have created on them EDM machines, so make sure to send in those pickies. Colin, have you got any input or thoughts or theories on EDM Sync, and what do you really think of this machining?
I think the guys who do EDM work are well, all engineers are master craftsmen, but EDM stuff is electrical discharge machining, just so we know, absolutely fantastic. The parts they can manufacture are absolutely brilliant. Really tight tolerances, difficult materials. Absolutely brilliant. Really love it.
I'm sure you know what it's like to be tight, don't you, Colin? Anyway, guys, it's our famous
blast
from
the
past. Woo! You won't believe what happened the other day. I was genuinely just queuing up at my local co-op, as you do, and some guy literally runs up and stops 2 meters in front of me and shouts, Gina Tara. And I'm like, do I know you? And he's like, no, you don't know me, but I know you. And he starts going, blast from the past. Or like he starts dancing. And I'm like, what the hell? This is amazing. So I've gone from an E-list celeb to a clear, solid B-list celebrity. And I'm what?
1976. Why did they buy it? Well, let's just talk through some of the parts of the machine. So here you've got a nice little turret, that'll index round, fantastic. You've got your tool holders here. But the main reason, oh sorry, before we get there, nice DRO, digital readout. I've worked that one out. They've had that themselves subsequently, but I'm going to have to put this down. The main reason they bought this machine is the bore here, so all the way through and all the way out here, 150mm diameter all the way through. This is a capstan machine, and the reason being is you've got your capstan. Now, we're at PGM Rebuild in Hinckley. This old machine, the engineers on the shop floor absolutely love it. In fact, there was outrage when they were having discussions about selling it because they love it. It's solid, accurate, fast. This turret actually indexes extremely fast. They really love the machine. But the machine itself, what is it? It is a Herbert BSA Limited, CVA number 8. So let's just get the machine open. I'm making it sound heavy, it's not as light as anything. But look at that in there. Now these tools will take up to 6 tools. They all index round. But this is programmed. It's more sort of well, it's not even precursor to plugs. This works on cams. So what we'll do is, without damaging anything, hold on. So you've got all the different cams in here. So for different jobs, you can set different cams. Now I'm going to work around.
So this machine's programmed using a plug cord essentially. So all the operations are controlled by everything above the black line. What it does, it follows sequentially step by step from left to right. So you can see, for example, here you can ask the turret to come forward at a number of different speeds, 1 to 4. There's a pecking cycle here.
Now those speeds are actually controlled by you can change those speeds here as well, down here.
Yeah, so the speed
is a Meyer and Berger machine and fabric. Hopefully that pronunciation is correct. And it's from Brunner Machine Tools, and I've got the date, 1969. So it's not quite as old as me. Yes, I know you're surprised by that, but I can guarantee it. And as Chris, my cameraman, said, we're going to work hard again as usual. This is obviously a very versatile machine because all the knobs and buttons and things on it. So there you've got your axes turning, another axis there. There you go, and changing the tooling, nice and simple. So
I really like what they've done to your figure as well. I feel like it's a perfect, this is Colin right here. Anyway, guys, get your votes in on what you thought was the best blast from the past out of that fantastic 5. Your votes do count because we will be announcing the winner next week on next week's show. We've got plenty of blasts of the past to go through. If you've got a beautiful classic vintage machine that you'd like to show off, all you need to do is send us a picky or a video and you can feature on our blast from the past.
That bloke who accosted you in the street, no, the one about the blast from the past, not the other one. I was actually chatting to him, and he's got one of those old MEMEC machines. He saw blast from the past. He got in contact with the guy at Pattern Fasteners because he doesn't use the machine. He says, "Do you want it?" And he sold it to him. So it was a nice little. I thought it was a nice
That is amazing. That should go in Network News, to be honest. That should have gone in Network News. Okay, so Network News this week. Colin, how many followers do we have on LinkedIn now?
800G, fantastic
work. We've got 800 followers on LinkedIn, yo. This is absolutely awesome. Just keep following. On Facebook, how many do we nearly have, Colin?
200G, another
Yay!
fantastic.
We've got nearly 200. And in our group, we've got a group which is UK Machining Enthusiasts. How many do we nearly have on that?
6.
Nearly 200, woohoo! So that group and that page is growing quite nicely indeed. Can't wait to name the show something so it can kind of like couple up with those pages, but you know me, taking a sweet little time coming up with that name. Anyway, Who Wants to Be an Engineer is starting next Thursday evening. Joff doesn't know this yet. Me and Colin have just decided it. So hopefully we're going to have something out. Is that right, Joff? Brilliant, he said yes, absolutely. He can't wait for Thursday evening where we'll be premiering on YouTube and Facebook. Let me see this again. We don't have Chris Tarrant, but we have Colin Griffiths. who's going to be firing
Cheers, G.
10 questions at a machinist, and they're going to have the chance to win an MTD Network goodie bag. So it's absolutely an astounding show that's going to be coming up. It's going to, Colin, can you give an example of what the questions are going to be like on the show?
What about this one?
Yeah.
Who is the brains behind...
Joff doesn't like that question.
Okay, right. What about this one?
Yeah.
What company doesn't supply sliding head lathes? And I hope I'm right about this as well. So the choices are Star, Dugard, Citizen, Quasar.
Oh, there you go. What do we think of that? I mean, sorry, was that answers in the comments? Answers in the comments, I believe. Put your guesses in the comments below. So Thursday evening, we're going to be tuning in. What time should we do it? I don't know. I don't know any of this yet. We've just made it up. Joff. What time do you think we could be available? Should we say like 6:30? Anyway, he's saying no, but we're going to say yes. So Thursday evening, let's say 6:30?
I actually do a podcast 6 till 6:40.
7:30? It's not a podcast if you're just talking to yourself, Colin. Anyway, Thursday evening, I'll put a time out once we've decided on a time, but we'll be putting a machinist on the spot with our top 10 key questions in engineering. Anyway,
No.
whatever. Right, that's it then. I'm taking the thingy out.